Uganda kicked off private sector investments in the electricity transmission segment with a $50 million kitty. Dubbed the Amari, the project is the first independent power transmission project in Africa to reach financial close and commence implementation. Dubbed the Amari, the project, according to Dr. Monica Msenero, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, the pilot project to be undertaken by Gridworks, a British investment firm, will involve upgrading of 4 critical transmission substations of Tororo, Nkenda, Mbarara North and Mbarara South.
We have a lot of infrastructure needs for us to reach more people. Currently, we are reaching only 60% of the population. And one of the major limitations is transmission of the right voltage of electricity. Some people have access to the lower voltages, but they cannot power industries. And so this is going to bring on more consumption and more demand. But what Amari has done is we are giving now an example. We're giving an example, not only to the potential investors, because government does not have sufficient money in our coffers to invest fast enough in transmission so that we can reach all the places where we want to put the industries. Plus, Uganda is seen as a transmission hub for electricity in the power pool in the region.
Private sector investments into the transmission segment of Uganda's electricity supply industry were one of the introductions by the amendments of the Electricity Act 2022. Prior, transmission infrastructure solely on the government. The opening up was aimed at increasing investments into this segment and unlocking demand that had for long been suppressed by insufficient infrastructure, boost industrialization, and power the country's energy exports. In 2022, Uganda signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Gridworks, a British investment firm, to pilot these investments.
And finally, this project also demonstrates a fundamental change in the UK's approach to international development. We're adapting our approach, and that includes moving from being a donor to being an investor. And one of the things that I've done to try and help that along is convened a task force of UK investors to get more private finance moving into projects in emerging markets. And I'm really pleased to see that you've signed Mission 300 Uganda Energy Compact, which is about attracting private investment and expanding access to sustainable electricity.
With substations upgrade, Uganda is targeting to build its infrastructure and tap in the growing energy trade with its neighboring countries like Kenya, Rwanda, and Democratic Republic of Congo, with which it trades under individual bilateral agreements. But the biggest benefits are expected to come through energy exports under the Eastern African.
All the places we have selected, Tororo, Mbarara, and Kenda, one of the main things is that they have constrained demand. So there is demand that is not being unlocked. And so with Mbarara, it's the industries, but the bigger demand is on the exports towards Rwanda. There's demand for more power from that side, as well as in Tororo, exports towards Kenya, plus the local industrial demand. So that is where the money is. We are unlocking demand that is already constrained, and by allowing that the power to flow, we should be able to meet that demand. Thank you.
By selecting already commercially viable substations, the government is keen to avoid an upward effect that these investments will have on the end user tariff. Here, the government is ensuring that the upgrades at each of the selected substations unlock demand sufficient enough to pay off the cost of infrastructure development.